What's up YouTube and welcome to Aphelios Lux Zoe. First of all, I have written a deck guide on this archetype for runeterra.ccg.com, so if you need some more advice, some more in-depth strategy on how to play this archetype, I'll leave the link in the comments as well as the description. Let's still take a brief look at what makes this deck special first. So the biggest payoff of running this region combination and building the deck like this is making full use of Petricite Broadwing, a true hyper carry in this deck. We play arguably the best region combination to make full use of the Formidable keywords and the solid stat line. We can buff the total HP pool with Shield of Durand, we can always heal the Broadwing back up with Guiding Touches or Star Shapings, and we can buff the HP pool further temporarily with Pale Cascades and Sharpsights, as well as Moon Glows from Celestial cards or Aphelios weapons. Another important thing to notice here is that Petricite Broadwing is our only 2-cost card, which means that a Crescendum from Aphelios will always be guaranteed to pull a Broadwing out of your deck and onto the board. Besides that, our main value engines as well as removal generators are Aphelios and Lux, and they of course benefit from the same protective spells as the Broadwing would, while passively generating either moon weapons or final sparks, some lasers, to take care of our opponent's board. And the rest of the deck is pretty much designed to either find win conditions or key removal, answers to our opponent's win conditions. And this is very matchup dependent. We always need to be aware if we are currently trying to outgrind our opponent or if we want to close out the game quickly. So some options for closing out the game. We play a bunch of small units in Duskbringer, Spacey Sketcher, blah blah blah. And if our opponent's deck cannot deal with swarm strategies effectively, we can always find a cosmic inspiration from a star shaping, or we can just use a Targon Demacia for a big power turn. If our opponent's deck lacks single target removal, we of course just stack all of these buffs onto a card like Lux, and she'll just eventually carry us through the game and outgrind our opponent. And in many matchups, outgrinding is going to be the name of the game, because as long as we remove all of our opponent's win conditions, we can just take as much time as we want. We will always go over the top because we have so much Invoke and so much spell generation in this deck. Besides that, Star Shaping can of course also find amazing win conditions in those big celestial units, but it can also find key removal like a Supernova, like Cosmic Rays. And talking about Supernova, we also play some other key removal cards in Falling Comment from Solari Priestess of course, but also Sunburst in the main deck. Sunburst is absolutely amazing if you run into a bunch of Pantheon decks. It takes care of White Flames even if they're super buffed, as well as Pantheons. At the same time, it also targets Veigar and Senna quite effectively, and it takes care of Gnars and Tristanas and whatever other menaces are running around in the current meta. So in many of those matchups against fast decks, our main focus will not even be finding our own win condition, because we just win eventually anyway. It's more about knowing to always have some key stalling tools or some key removal tools for our opponent's threats. That could be something like a Crescent Strike from Spacey Sketcher, that could be a well-placed Hush, but it will often just be a combination of Petricite Broadwing challenging and trading turn for turn, then Lux generating final sparks, Aphelios generating Gravitums and Calibrums and so on, while pulling more Broadwings with Crescendums. And of course, cards like Sunburst are amazing there. So it's been a while since Aphelios has been somewhat competitively playable. And this deck is very tough to play. The win rate is not that amazing. I think 48 or 49% across all ranks. But if you like the grindy, reactive control playstyle, if you like flexible decks that really challenge you, if you like Aphelios as a card in general, I can wholeheartedly recommend this deck. It's been super fun, and if played properly, I also feel like it's pretty strong, because it is so flexible and can find answers for just about anything. And also don't forget, more info and details and advice will be in the written article on rccg.com. I'll leave the link in the comments as well as the description. And the website also offers a lot more very useful stuff if you want to improve as a player. Stuff like general gameplay guides, meta tier lists, matchup tables, and so on and so on. So I definitely can recommend checking out the website. But without further ado, let's jump into some gameplay examples.
Is it the mustache? Who knows?
Okay, another papercraft deck. Turn 1 Zoe! Kinda need a pale cascade to protect her though, against the Pokestick deck. Yeah, lore esports, I don't think it's really gonna become a thing. Unless they find a draft mode that will become wildly popular. It's just that card games, yeah, they've always had the struggle of not captivating enough of an audience. I want to pause and make him play Akshan first so that Zoe can hit. Okay.
Must be nice living off stolen coin.
Stolen coin. Kinda wanna go Priestess into Written and Stars. Take 3. That good. I could go for Obliterate because Obliterate goes through I mean it destroys it obliterates the papercraft as well. Could be better. Like Priestess could be better tempo if it does find Written in Stars. I think we take Comet and hope to obliterate the papercraft. Pouring one out for birthday Garen. You mean this guy? Let's go. Yeah, Zoe probably just getting poked, but what can we do? I might want to play Sketcher. No, Sketcher isn't good here. It's a bit sad. We have 8 potential combat tricks that would save Zoe, but we are not holding any of them. That's why I'm considering the whole time, like, we'll eventually draw one. Maybe it makes sense to delay Zoe until then. Bruh. Easiest end round of my life. And we get rewarded. Let's go. Still amazed by how much... like, how much skill diff, how much skill gap passing allows to express. Like, passing and end round. Such a simple concept, yet it's like the maybe the most impactful concept in this game.
We can do this.
17 days until patch and Victor buff. I feel like there are a bunch of other cards that are gonna get buffed first before Victor gets buffed. Although I'm on a bit of Copium as well. Hopium rather than Copium, actually. I agree, but the more the game evolves, I feel like passing is not as strong. That I agree with as well, yeah. Matchups have gotten more and more polarized, making passing less and less impactful. I hate you, Concologist. Discard for Demacia. None of these are good. Moonglow at least plays around Wallop. Like, one of our opponent's main win conditions are Absolver plus Wallop or Rune Runner plus Wallop. And we already saw them use a bunch of Spellshield pings. They don't run that many more. I could pick Gravitum. Ooh. Now they're out of Spellshield pings. Is picking Gravitum good here? They can't play Ruin Runner this turn anymore. I don't think there's that much of a threat. Probably just Calibrum. I mean Crescendum. This takes me back, not remembering Aphelios weapon names. I don't think Moonglow is good. They kind of put themselves in a situation where they have to open attack if they want to shut down more weapons. I could also comet the palace. I think it's not that good though. Keep that for a paper craft.
Rob 'em blind. That's right. Run!
Ooh, that's brave.
I protect my own.
Hunt down.
This deck is slow at closing out games though. The win conditions all take a bit of time. They're a bit grindy. But it is an interesting concept. I probably end round here if opponent passes again. And again, I could laser. We're gonna outvalue them, right? We're not really... Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, I could play Duskbringer here. If they pass again, we end round. Next turn for Demacia. But I think if we go for the outvalue game plan, Final Spark's good here. Like, we already stabilized on tempo. Our opponent can't really do threatening things with the mana they have left. Let's get one more unit onto the board. Why not? Warrior looks compelling.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Should be winning. Okay. We have Hush for an Absolver open.
You cannot run from absolution.
I guess double Absolver is a thing. Yeah, double Absolver gets close to beating us. Starting to wonder if Comet would have been the better play, but that also just gets negated. No, I think it was fine.
Righteously reclaiming.
The soft pass. That just gives me a clean comment. Let's do it. Again, could be right of negation. It's usually a 2-off in that deck. Bye-bye Papercraft. What does running Aphelios in this deck gives us? Crescendum to pull out Petricite Broadwing is really good. No real reason to laser here. Nah, I probably should have lasered after all. If we're still going for the outvalue game plan.
Took it fair and square. Party member down. Seen tombs, towns, and everything in between.
Okay. Mostly looking for Spellshield pings right now. Star Shaping gives us a Spellshield ping. Star Shaping is a good draw. We were starting to run into the threat of being outvalued because our opponent's deck is Bandit City. And of course discounting down eventually is a huge value spike. Sunburst break Spellshield? Nah, I want to break Spellshield with a laser. Ooh, double laser. Ah, Cosmic is the most fun. For the content, right, chat? I'm a foreign my laser. Living Legends for bonus Spark. Spark doesn't go into hand though, right? It gets milled, I think. Imagine thinking Akshan's gonna survive here. Rookie mistake. Alright, I think the outgrinding on the value and game plan is coming to fruition.
A beacon through the dark. Out here, you're moving or you're dead.
Papercraft Wallop. We're still winning if that happens. I wonder if they think they're winning this. What actually makes most sense? Hush, this is still an 8-5 double attack.
You leave me no recourse. We will be free.
Full send! GG's outgrinded. Yeah, it would have also survived with just blocking and prismatic barrier. That's what I was considering. That's an interesting matchup. Zoe on turn 1 is amazing. So Aphelios a keep. Yeah, probably. Kinda need Hush, right, for Rumble later on, for the Overwhelm combo. Discarding Aphelios is... seems kinda bad. We want to pull another Broadwing. These are all okay. I should have open attack. That was actually a mistake. I missed it. Moonsilver, so we have a fearsome blocker next turn, I believe. Yeah, I should have open attack to threaten the star chart immediately. And if we get the star chart, then we can discard that instead of the pay cascade. So I assume my opponent really wants to play Draven, right? How good is end round? Surely not bad. It makes my opponent's attack not that great. But the attack does hold quite a bit of value. They play Draven, then they play... yeah, I think we can go for it. Is this the spicy deck that will save the meta? I don't think it'll save the meta because it's too hard to play. Has like 46% win rate in Masters. But in the right hands, this is a very strong deck. It's kind of fun. It's a very interesting control-ish archetype. With tons of decision making. I think Gravitum's actually better. Calibrum's better here. For opponents, like our opponent wants to play Rumble next turn, they discard this, they can pull the fearsome blocker aside. And Calibrum on this. It's better than a unit that can't block fearsomes. I think we sacrifice Zoe. There's not a lot of useful keywords to share in our deck. Only invokes.
It ends in silence.
Maybe we don't. She's so vulnerable though, like just a mystic shot is enough. If we don't, it's probably Messenger, otherwise Serpent is good. This deck is really hard to pilot. This looks like an end round angle. Slam and Draven, okay. In that case, we take this out. Guess we can play Messenger first. Could see if they play Get Excited. I already discarded one Pale and played another one. I don't think Spacey Sketcher attack's good. You, dear friend, need to go. I could easily hold Whirling Death.
Can I paint you?
It's fine. It's probably Shield of Durand now. It plays around Whirling Death. Is there a downside to passing? I don't think there is. Like to burst passing. At this point I should probably discard Hush. But I'm not sure. Hush can still hit a Might on like Draven. Discard Mystic as a play. That's our only fearsome blocker. Discard Guiding Touch as a play. Kind of want to keep all of these though. Let's do this first and see what happens. Decimate. Oh, that's desperate. Okay, I think we won. It's the only unit we can play next turn. Also sets up open attack lethal. Oh, we could just play it this turn. Potentially sets up open attack lethal.
Watch and learn.
Can't tap under Might though. Like under Hush mana for my opponent's Might. Let's go find 3 golden sisters. We're not getting lethal this turn anyway, right? Not with the current hand. So rather go for the plan B or plan C of my opponent having ridiculous amounts of burn. Rhino blocks Might. That's actually a good point. I could have just played Rhino. Yeah, true. Targon, GG. Multiple Gnars. Keep Sunburst maybe? Best way of dealing with these two. Oh, it's Bulat.
Only a fool would have been prepared. I have my orders.
I heard there was fun in the way.
I don't even like picking Messenger here, but I would like to pick Equinox, but since we don't have units to curve with... Oh, damn, our opponent probably plays pings. Okay, now I'm just a bit confused. Decisive maneuver?
They'll never see it coming.
Hold still.
Compare without drawing. Don't like it though. It's actually fine. We don't really have ways of dealing with Ballista otherwise. Decisive, like they don't have mana for decisive maneuver. I should have swapped these two though, and then buffed this, so both are at 2 HP to not give such a good Whirling Death. Okay. Opponent gets the token on turn 6. Question is if they're gonna open attack or not. If I play Lux, they have to open attack, kinda, right? I don't know, still looks like a Crescent. Charger just doesn't do much here.
The winter's claw strikes.
We can do this. For justice and all things right.
That's a scary board to face.
This is my choice.
What am I thinking? Why didn't I block this? I think I'm starting to play sloppily. Whirling Death.
I bear a message from. Oh, hey, what's that? Snack attack, baby.
Oh, this needs to die immediately.
Pushing my limits.
High priority kill target. Okay, but from now on out I think Lux can carry and we still have Star Shaping for the open attacks from our opponent. Looks like we've stabilized. That sucks. Shampoo is a card. Gotta hope that this is neither Darius nor Maneuver.
No more holding back.
I lose to maneuver if I Star-Shaped Nexus play Star Chart. I could just let this go through like this. Not sure if that's the way to go though. Can block here, Hush. Star-Shaped Nexus, maneuver hits for 12. I think I like that. I'm taking one more damage than I had to because I didn't block the Ballista earlier on, but the Tusk Speaker. Ah, that hurts. 1 mana off. Supernova. It's a poor draw as well. Well, Moonsilver works. Wait, does it work? Do we have a Celestia card in hand? Yeah, we have Crescent. Oh, I had Super... No, oh, I'm so bad at this. Yeah. I forgot about Crescent. Well, brain fart. You're absolutely right. What a waste of a card in 1 mana. The issue is, like, we lose to Darius and Gnar top decks nonetheless. There's a fair chance our opponent has one of the two. Yeti. Meet Sunburst. That star chart was so nonsensical though. If we win, we did the Targon thing, yeah. GG.